Hello everybody, Paladin here. I just quickly wanted to make a video about my last ICSTC race because I found some things quite interesting and I was influenced by Froseni's video mainly and by Pear's ITGL video, so the Ghost League video from Pear, which was really well done. And yeah, I wanted to cover my ICSTC race from last weekend. So yeah, let's go over the qualifying first for the sprint race. Grammative qualified on pole with a 24.849. Labro got a 24.940. Myself in third, I got a 25.138. Sir MPH in fourth with a 25.226. The Fallen, my teammate, with a 25.241. Dawan with a 25.266, Silverwolf with a 25.322, Toby Aka, Silverwolf's teammate, with a 25.485, Kenjo in 9th place with a 25.488, Kenjo is MPH's teammate by the way, and Vixen from Queso y Dulce Racing with a 25.568. As you might have realized from the footage, my car is in the wrong livery. This was because I forgot to change it in the loading screen because I was tapped out of the game and I didn't realize that the lobby was already starting because we had some discussions going on over who makes host, and me and Fallen got a little bit of banter going. And so yeah, I accidentally raced in my own livery, but for sake of the race, let's say for sprint race, my team car was not really working. The carburetors were stuffed and mechanics couldn't fix it in time because of parc fermé, and so I had to resolve back to my private car and drove the entry with this car instead. Yeah, that's all. Let's jump over to the actual sprint race and see what is happening there. So let's see how the race start went for us. And as you can see at the start, I nearly got past Labro and I get past Labro here. Then I don't get the hairpin right and end up behind him for the S's. And let's see how the start went for my teammate Fallen. Because he actually had a pretty tough start to his race. Because right here he hits the first CCD and then he goes over the second one. And 2 CCDs in a row right on the start of the race isn't really something that is good. So now he has to catch up. But luckily he could catch up to the end, and I came in my position that I qualified in third, and the Fallen also catched up to his qualifying position again in fifth. And yeah, that was the sprint race. Now let's go over the main race. So for the qualifying of the main race, Grammative scored a 24.866 and therefore the pole position, followed by his teammate Labro with a 24.903, followed by my teammate, The Fallen. He did a great job and got third with a 24.930. Then Silverwolf from Just for Speed got a 25.089. Sir MPH from Minority Americas got a 25.147. Now yours truly, Paladin, with a 25.278. And now in the right livery, I might add. That one on 7th with a 25.281. Vixen in 8th with a 25.341. Toby Aka with a 25.379. And Kenjo, last but not least, with a 25.571. Alright, that's for the qualifying. Now let's see what the race holds for us. So let's look at the start together. because the start was quite hectic in my opinion. You see behind me that one Bixen and Tobiaka are getting into a little bit of a scuffle. Then here Sir MPH runs wide. I didn't push him, I asked actually. But then we slot all together nicely through the S's. Luckily, no real big issue. My teammate Fallen getting a little bit wide after the S's, but it's no problem. Now here into the second lap, my teammate Fallen gets a CCD. So this way he loses 2 places, but now keep in mind here, Sir MPH again a little bit wide there, and actually this is really well for my teammate Fallen because he now can use his ghost to get past Sir MPH, and I'm behind Silverwolf now, trying to fight for position there. Silverwolf going here wide, but it's not wide enough. I can't slot through. I wasn't fast enough through the first corner, so I lose time. Here I'm trying to get late, and in the background we see that Fallen, my teammate, has fallen behind. And this right here was really also a hectic scene. I slowed down and let Sir MPH pass. Let's analyze this again for a second. What happened here? So I think the best part is to go to the hairpin. I am close to Silverwolf, Sir MPH behind me. So here me and Silverwolf have a little bit of contact that makes me run wide, and I crash into Sir MPH. But I have to slot in here in order not to hit the CCD. And now Sir MPH then just comes back like a spring, you know. That's just because he now has the same issue as me here. How the cars were aligned here, I would have certainly had the CCD. So I accidentally pushed him wide, and then he pushed me wide. And since that one also is behind us, we have the trouble that I then slot in, let both pass, and accelerate again. Meanwhile, my teammate Fallen, he has risen up again the ranked. And yeah, let's look at how his race was going. Okay, so we are in lap 2. The Fallen is now behind me and in front of Sir MPH. And let's see what happened to him. Because we just saw that he fell behind. Oh no, he hits double CCD again. Same mistake as in the sprint race, and now he gets into a little bit of a rough time with Kenjo Bixen, who had no place to drive anywhere. And yeah, now he has to fight back. Here I am slotting out again. Just had to leave some space for Sir MPH. And yeah, now the race is back on. From this point onward, for the first stint at least, the race was not uneventful, but the positions remained the same for a short time being. I tried to fight here with Sir MPH for position, brake a little bit earlier than normal, but yeah, the speed difference is not great enough, and I can't get past him here. Also, the Fallen from behind trying to get back up on this on me. Also, we just saw Sir MPH hitting a little bit of trouble through the S's, but no big deal for him. And yeah, now we are racing again with we are still trying to get past Sir MPH, but yeah, it's just not enough. Oh, and here Fallen with the big moment behind us, but he was luckily to catch the spinning car, and yeah. So, from his point of view, that was okay. But let's look a little bit more forward into the race. And this is approximately 1 lap later. The first pit stop coming up for me. I choose a 3-stop strategy because I wanted some flexibility in my strategic options in case of me crashing or something going wrong. So I come out of the pit lane here, and the track is nearly free. And now the big challenge is to get back to the other groups. because right now, yeah, I have fresh tires, but hitting CCDs is also not good, and fresh tires are good, but driving in the slipstream of somebody that is as fast or even faster than you is better. And we undercut Sir MPH by this. He just was into pit lane as well. So this must be lap 10 now, because I pitted on lap 9. And now let's forward a little bit. This is end of lap 11 or 12. We see here a big part of the field pitting. Also the two leaders, Labro and Gramative. Sorry, I hadn't had the names active. Labro and Gramative were now into pit lane. And actually I let Labro pass here in the hairpin, because I knew they just came out of the pit lane. So yeah, I remained a little bit off the throttle there to let him pass, because I knew, hey, they were just off the pit lane, and they were in the pit lane 3 laps later than me. I think this must have been lap 12 now. So I know that I can't, I mean, I can try to fight them, but I know that I normally don't have the pace in this combination. I mean, oh yeah, and here I'm spinning out, giving Sir MPH a little dent into his rear bumper, but it wasn't that big of a deal. We both actually didn't get any point of damage from this, which I was relieved. But yeah, so I let them pass because I knew, hey, they had fresher tires and they had a greater pace. I can't race them right now in this in these circumstances. But let's look over to what Fallen has to go through at the moment. Because Fallen here is, after his pit stop, is stuck behind Dawan and Silverwolf, and he tries his best to get back to them. He has great pace, so yeah, currently he's gaining time on them, and I mean, both of them are fighting, so this is also something good for him. There I was shortly. Oh, here, short ram attempt through the hairpin. Not real mean. Not really deliberate, but happens. I mean, yeah. And the race was, again, not boring at this time, but it was just, hey, I have to drive. And the interesting thing with this combination was that we had to focus much more of our attention to get the line right, because, I mean, Loose Cannon is a car that you don't drive very often. So you have to actually focus once in a while to get the line right. And it's interesting. It's a bit of a different challenge. But yeah, let's forward a bit to where the next interesting scenes come. And this is on the same lap now, lap 18. I go into the pit lane for my second stop. The rest of the field stays out. Yeah, and I mean, it's a pit stop, so fresh set of tires. Some dashes of fuel into the car. Kenjo getting past, also Toby. And I think there's Bixen, yeah, but Bixen doesn't get past me. And now I have to go and catch the leaders again. Oh, little ramming going on here with Toby. Oh, and here Toby trying to defend. I'm going deep, but too deep. Toby can switch back. The good old switcheroo. Oh, but he hit here the guardrail. And yeah, that was a really interesting situation. I forgot to talk to Toby actually, but he's a good bloke. Normally he says, it's all fine. And yeah, we are coming closer to Kenjo now. But let's go over and look at how the Fallen's race is going. Because the Fallen is still battling with Silverwolf and Dawan for position. And it's super crazy. I think his next pit stop should come up right now, or in the next couple of laps. I think in this lap. It's hard to tell without a lap time, without a lap counter. But let's move. Oh, he caught a spin again here. Wow, great stuff. Oh, yeah, and the background was myself. And yeah, next group of pit stops coming up in the next lap, I believe. So let's forward to then. Oh, by the way, here's me proving for the first time that I am the faster Mantra Minute host. Beautiful overtake around the outside on Kenjo. But I mean, to be fair, Kenjo had super used tires in this situation, so it wasn't really a battle. And Fallen still battling with Silverwolf. With Silverwolf and Fallen, they were so close the whole time of the race. There you see me in the pit lane. Fallen abandoning his move into the first corner. Maybe here through the hairpin. Oh, Silverwolf. A little bit of blocking going on, but that's okay. I think neither of them hit the hairpin in a good way. And yeah, that makes it just a little bit more exciting. And meanwhile, I am in a fight with Darwan, who is here in front of me. And Darwan is now trying his best to keep me behind him. Meanwhile, you see Silverwolf in front, hitting a CCD, so the Fallen could finally go through. And now I have the problem. I tried to go for the move here into the first corner, but it didn't work. So I have to stay behind these two. Also, Vixen, he's lapped down in the meantime, so don't wonder too much about him. And Darwan now trying to get past Silverwolf as well. And this really helps me, because now here I can slot in, move out, use the advantage through the slipstream. And since Silverwolf blocked Darwan in front, I could go by. And now Silverwolf needs to be cleared. Oh, I get here a little hit from Darwan in the side, but yeah, no problem, happens. And now I need to get past Silverwolf. And at first I thought, yeah, just wait for the first corner, but actually here there was a little bit of an opening going on. And now Silverwolf, actually he goes for the move in the first corner, quite aggressive I have to say, but I can't defend. The speed difference wasn't there for him. Oh yeah, getting a little bit hit in the rear bumper. And now actually there's something going on right in the next lap or something like this. So let's forward to this, because you see now my teammate the Fallen is in front of me. So here in the next lap in the hairpin, he actually let me pass so that I get some more points for the championship. And here we see Kenjo smoking. He had a really tough race. And now we are closing into the finish. I think this is the second to last lap. And I have Kenjo, my Mantra Minute co-host, in front of me. He is lapped, yes, due to his damage again. But I have to say, I wanted to get past him still. I wanted to lap him as well. Kind of a scummy move, but I thought it was interesting. Or funny. At least. And yeah, so here I prove for a second time that I am the fastest Mantra Minute host. And what is this? What is this if not a photo finish? So yeah, I end up in 4th. My teammate ended up in 5th position. Grammative and Lapro. Grammative in 1st. Lapro in 2nd. Sir MPH in 3rd. And it was a great race overall. So yeah, I hope you liked this race coverage. Maybe I'll do it again for the next race. And yeah, have a good time with this brilliant ending of the Malcolm hairpin. I hope to see you soon on my next videos. Paladin out.